Hi everybody, it's Natalie from Our Christmas Autism Girl. Welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a deep dive on Marco Diaz, the character from Star versus the Forces of Evil, one of the two main protagonists. Spoiler warning, the show has been out for years, but just to be safe, here's a spoiler warning. I talk about specific plot points from the show. So here we go. Marco, the safe kid and karate boy. We're introduced to Marco. He is referred to as the safe kid and is scared when Star shows up. He does not want her to live with him, but then eventually, when monsters come to steal Star's wand, he shows his karate skills and decides that he wants Star to stay. And they become best friends. So yeah, that's how we're introduced to him. Marco's development. Marco begins to love to go on adventures and continually risk his life for others, especially Star. He goes from the safe kid to seeking out adventure. He becomes bold and is considered cool later on. He is loyal and cares very much for his friends. So that's how we see Marco development. He also becomes in one of the episodes when they're going to rescue Star's mini best friends, Ponyhead, who is a flying unicorn head, from Princess Reform School. He becomes an icon for women's rights, which is really funny. And gets $650 royalty check every month, which is a running gag throughout the series. So yeah, Marco and the Dimensional Scissors. In the episode Running with Scissors, Marco is challenged to prove himself worthy of dimensional scissors, which allow you to travel through dimensions, by Hekapoo, a member of the Magic High Commission in the series and a forger of all dimensional scissors. And due to time passing differently, it takes him 16 years because she can clone herself. Due to time passing differently, he ages to his early 30s and earns the scissors. Star comes after him and informs him he's only been gone for 8 minutes. But Star convinces him to return, reminding him of his friends and his parents and her. And he does, but it still goes back to being 14 body-wise, but is still considered to be an adult in his early 30s. And he loves dragon cycles, which are like dragon motorcycle things. His relationship with Jackie. Marco has a crush on Jackie since kindergarten, but has trouble talking to her. In the episode Freeze Day, he is shown to only be able to nod to her for years, and then she realizes how long he's been nodding and finally decides to say hi to her. In the episode Sleepover, he confesses his crush on her, and she is surprised. They go on a date in the episode Nisea, and the episode Bomb the Birthday Clown, causing jealousy in Star. Their relationship is in jeopardy when Star confesses her crush on Marco. After his time in Muni, he and Jackie drift apart because she realizes he has feelings for Star. She breaks up with him and he returns to Muni to be with Star. And he keeps claiming he's not over Jackie, that he's miserable because she dumped him. But as it's pointed out later, it didn't take him that long to get over her. He just tries to pretend it is. Marco and Kelly's relationship. Marco and Kelly start to like each other when Marco returns to Muni and finds Star has got together with her ex-boyfriend. They have fun together and eventually become breakup buddies. That inside a relationship that Marco shortly ends. Thank goodness. Because you shouldn't really date someone to get over somebody else that you're actually in love with. Not a good idea. So yeah, so I'm not a big fan of their relationship. Marco's friendship with Tom. Marco and Tom started as rivals, especially over Star's affection. They began hanging out and slowly developed a friendship. When Star and Tom start dating again, Marco is upset, but Tom is jealous because he can tell that that Star and Marco still like each other. He eventually apologizes to Marco for being mean to him and calls Marco his best friend. Marco confesses where he and Star accidentally kissed. Tom eventually breaks up with Star and tells Marco that they're cool, that he and Star should start a relationship, showing the strength of their friendship at this point. Star and Marco's relationship. So if you don't know this already, if you know should know this by watching if you're watching my channel for a while, I'm a big fan of this relationship. They become best friends. Marco looks after Star in the first season, and Star gets into trouble. But the first romantic moment is the Blood Moon Ball, where the Blood Moon binds their souls for eternity and they have a dance together. At the end of the first season, Star destroys her wand to save Marco. Star at first denies a crush on Marco, but during the sleepover episode, while Star admits her crush on Jackie, and Star claims to have a crush on Oscar, but is revealed to be lying. When she says his name, the box says truth before it's destroyed, implying Star does have a crush on Marco. Later, she is jealous of his relationship with Jackie, but during song day, when the songwriter claims she's in love with Marco, things become awkward and she denies it. But when she has to return to Muni, her home dimension, she admits her crush on him in front of everyone. After saving Muni and Marco returns to Earth only to be dumped by Jackie, Marco goes back to Muni to be with Star after Jackie breaks up with him. But Star is back with Tom. However, she makes Marco her squire so they can hang out again. This booth buddies. Star and Marco get stuck in a photo booth, and Marco's feelings are implied and they kiss accidentally. So in the episode, the curse of the blood moon is revealed. They break the blood moon curse and claim that their feelings for each other are gone. But later, after Tom and Star break up, Marco, under the effects of the memory-wiping realm of magic, confesses his love for Star. When they're reunited, Star wants to listen to his heartbeat and tells him of his confession. They admit their love, kiss, and begin a relationship. Star has to destroy magic to save her kingdom. However, it also means she can't be with Marco, could simply return to Earth, and there's no way to cross dimensions without magic. After magic is destroyed and they start to return to their dimensions, they both decide to go back to the magic dimension and decide to stay with each other, declaring with or without magic, they belong together. Their love for each other causes the remaining magic within them to unite Earth and Muni, allowing them to be together. And that's how the series ends, with them greeting each other. Conclusion, final thoughts. I really like Marco's character a lot. I think he's a really cool main character in this series. I like his development. I like all his relationship with Star. Not a big fan of the other two romantic relationships, but that's fine. Yeah. But that wraps it up for this Marco Diaz deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, please comment, subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. Do all the fun stuff. See you next time. Bye.